Public school often had me walking around on pins and needles. Teachers calling on students to answer questions, spelling bees that we had to sit on top of our desks until we were out, and being asked to read the entire chapter aloud to the whole class. Chapter 13 of Communication for Business brings me right back to the days of having high-level anxiety and communication apprehension. According to McCroskey, it's anxiety that could be from the need to communicate or just the thought of needing to communicate. My younger years, I'd start out in a paralyzing fawn state where I couldn't speak. I would just stare at the person without the ability to respond when I was asked to speak. As I got older, I leaned more towards the fight side of flight or flight, and I would pre-plan 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which section I would have to read aloud, and I would read it in my head over and over before being called on. Although sometimes I would intentionally get out on an easy word in a spelling bee and go the route of flight in order to make that feeling of wanting to vomit or crawl out of my skin go away round after round. In my older years, I intentionally took theater and choir. Although I liked to be in the background, I had some amazing teachers that encouraged me to branch out and do a night of monologues with one of my very own original poems. Because I could rehearse, and the topic was something that I created myself, and I understood it fully, it was less like extemporaneous speaking, and this lessened the feelings until I hit that stage curtain. I had a lot of time to practice and to work on when I should pause for effect, and when I had to shift my body in the way that the audience felt the words through my movements, and how to speak to the back of the room and project. All things that made me, as the reading said, know yourself. Although I'd never read the material in Chapter 10 from Honeycutt, I did, and I still do, use the method that they described. I would imagine myself in front of that audience, and I would deliver my monologues to the empty seats, acting and preparing to be able to train my brain that there was no harm going to come to me.